This is probably literally the biggest single opportunity we've had to re-examine how we deliver higher education since the 15th century. I'll bet you did not know that the ancient Greek word crisis, spelled with a K, translates to decision. So I really hope that all of our educational leaders will use courage and respect and resilience and innovation, among a whole bunch of other things, to use this crisis as a gateway decision to transform higher education into the next century. So Glenn, you asked, what are the leadership skills that are most needed during this time of transformation in higher education? And I would suggest that among many, the skills that I would list, probably even in this order, are courage, empathy, transparency, certainly respect, resilience, and innovation. And that to me is what leadership is about, empowering others. So the real trick is we're trying to allow personalization by the student while trying to do equitable assessment across a lot of students. You know, we know that standardization is more efficient, but when we're developing people, whether we're talking about instructors or students, that standardization leads to losing of the benefits of innovation. When you bring together diverse opinions, diverse perspectives, those perspectives, not just gender, not just race, but geography, academic discipline, business experience. When you bring a diversity of perspectives together, you come out with a stronger process because you have made that a more bulletproof process because you've thought of more things that can go wrong and ways that can go right, and your whole process is stronger.
The other thing that I think is central importance to this is that one of the challenges that I see institutions get hit with is they get locked in a fear mentality, right? And the fear is immense. The fear of the virus, the fear of the unknown, the fear of technology, the fear if the institution will be up to it, will the faculty take the challenge, all of those things. And I think, the flip side of fear, as I see it, is trust, right? And rather than live in fear and sort of cancel everything, we've looked to figure out ways to move forward. But that's what, I think that's what higher education has always done. The other thing that's happened in higher education in terms of culture is faculty are more engaged in public dialogue than they were maybe 15 or 20 years ago. They're studying things that have a social impact, and they're bringing that into the classroom. At Fairfield, we put together a course on the pandemic as the pandemic was happening. Right? We put together an interdisciplinary course in health studies that brought in the expertise of the entire university to focus and turn its attention on the pandemic as the pandemic was evolving, right? That's an example of the flexibility and the, and I have to say that involved faculty taking the lead, getting it through certain, various curriculum committees. So, while we always complain that these things are slow, sometimes they're not, right? And that's where I think that notion of trust comes in, that process can move.